The name of all the real niggas.
I want you to speak up clear and loud.
Respectfully, the most honorable YB double M. Lotto.
Brown baby.
Gunshots in the dark at me. Discrimination cause my head nappy. Call me a thug cause I'm tatted up. Now your actions justify when them slugs clap me. I think it's a war on the black race. Why every criminal they show got a black face, and every hero they show gotta be pale? Is it me or y'all got the wrong niggas for crimes against humanity? Of course we out here acting up. They slaughtered our elders and told the babies they from Africa. We screaming Black Lives Matter, they do. Well nigga, Black Lives Matter to who? Cause they don't matter to you. You know the owner of that movement, a Jew, and Nick Cannon got canceled just for speaking the truth. True, y'all think money bring power, it don't. Unity bring power, then we take what they owe. Y'all think money bring power, it don't. Unity bring power, then we take what they owe. Yes, Lord. Welcome to Geek News Network, where we got the best work. I'm your host, Fetty Lotto, here to put a stain on your brain and bring you some news you can use. Now let's jump right into this, man. What type of dumbass nigga will commit a shooting outside of like some courthouse or some shit and have your deputy official mother, police official mother, help you get away, jump in the driver's seat or whatever and try to help you get away. Now you got her jammed up. Let's get into this shit, man, because I really don't know the details of the story. So let's see what Wayno talking about and help us get a clearer understanding, man. Cause maybe I'm jumping the gun and I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let's get into it.
Go wrong. Have any of y'all heard this story about Jennifer Lackard and her son? A Mount Vernon police official that is now charged with attempted murder because her son wanted to be a gangster? Watch some of the news report.
It says Jennifer Lackard went from Mount Vernon public safety to getaway driver.
Police arrested her and her son this morning. They say she drove the car for him after he shot at a rival gang member behind the Bronx criminal courthouse last week.
And today, that's where she went before a judge. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles live there now with the details.
All right, so the nigga shot at some rival gang members at a Bronx criminal courthouse in broad daylight. Let's see how this shit turned out.
Darla.
Mike and Sade, this shooting happened right behind this courthouse in the middle of the day at around noon in the afternoon on June 29th. And prosecutors say that 49-year-old Jennifer Lackard is accused of attempted murder, attempted assault. They say her son came in here for a court appearance, and instead of that, he's accused of a drive-by shooting.
Listening to the report sounds ridiculous. And any of y'all know, if you've been on 161st by the Grand Concourse over by the movie theater, I've been going there since I was a little kid. I remember when they opened up that shit. I was getting sneakers from there when I was like in the 3rd and 4th grade. But if you know the police presence that is around that area, not only is a courthouse right there, there's a family court not too far from there, and then Yankee Stadium is right down the block. So you can imagine that there's a strong police presence. And this is not the first time a shooting has happened in that area. But you got to ask yourself, what the fuck is wrong with these kids where they feel like they are so invincible and they are untouchable and they can do whatever they want, to the point where your mom works for the police, you in a gang, and then you going to shoot at somebody while she's outside? Now, he was supposed to go to court that day. I'm going to tell y'all what I believe, but I want to watch some of Jennifer Lackard talking about what she was doing.
I know one thing for sure, though. They going to make an example out his ass. He gonna lay down for a minute doing some shit like that. That's a fact.
In the community, how she got the job and what some of her duties were, so we can establish her character or her credibility, which is absolutely gone at this point.
Right, with the problem. And they brought you on as the deputy police commissioner, and this has been your charge to work on that. So as an introduction, I'll let you speak on that.
Yeah, so thank you for having me. And about time. I've been in Mount Vernon for a year and a half, and I was like, oh, they invited me. I felt so special. I must be doing something big if you invite me on. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here today just to talk about some of the work that we're doing in the PD. But you're right. So there's a where do we start? So when I was brought on to oversee several areas. One of them was police reform, which at that time was the hot topic. Commissioner Glenn Scott was already looking at bringing some sort of new initiatives to the department prior to George Floyd, unfortunately, happening. And he and I had met on the mayor's public safety transition committee. He had just got brought on, and I was asking certain questions just because I didn't understand as a department how we were doing and handling certain things. And I was an outsider at that point. And then later on, he asked me to come on board, but I think he already had a thought about the direction he wanted to go. And then obviously police, George Floyd happened in May. And he had already had me in his crosshairs to sort of bring on board. So I oversee police reform, which has sort of some quality components to it, like how is the department operating from a quality perspective and how we can improve that. Most recently, the DOJ investigation fell under my purview, but wellness was another, and it was at that point officer wellness, and then reentry of people who are formerly incarcerated, because that really is where my strength is, as well as
that's how we met.
See, Jennifer Lackert doesn't sound like an idiot, even though she's involved in an idiotic situation. And you got to ask, why would her son put her in a position like this? Now, I personally believe...
Ungrateful little bastard, that's why. That's probably scared to get his ass beat. You know the way he probably seen, somebody he don't get along with at court. And, how young niggas is, man, they going back and forth or whatever. And instead of, if you're going to do anything at a courthouse, man, use these. Use these. I mean, I don't think you should... You already at court for whatever the fuck you at court for. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that you should go to court and catch a new charge, whether it's a fight or, you know what I'm saying? Definitely not a shooting and no shit like that. This is just something stupid to do. It was just something dumb to do. You know what I'm saying? And you just threw your mom's career away and, might put her ass in jail. She might be going to jail for this. Or she might be fucking around and be forced to have to tell on you if you take this shit to trial. Know what I mean? Her job and career is probably over with, though.
That she was taking her son to court. His dumb ass possibly brought the hammer. She may or may not have known. And then he seen somebody and tried to do something to them. But let's listen to more of the report so you can understand how dumb this kid is.
39-year-old Jennifer Lackert, a now former deputy commissioner of public safety for Mount Vernon Police, entering a Bronx criminal courtroom accused of participating in a wild drive-by shooting outside of the very same courthouse. Prosecutors detailing the allegations during the Tuesday afternoon arraignment, telling the court that the June 29th shooting is all captured on surveillance video. Lackert, her husband James, and son Chase are seen leaving their Soundview apartment that morning. Her 20-year-old son is an alleged gang member and had a court appearance for a gun charge that day. But when he arrived, prosecutors say he opened fire outside at rival gang members, accusing Lackert of getting behind the wheel and helping him flee the scene.
So let's get...
Listen, man. Anybody's kid do some stupid shit like that and you are in that position that you're in, you a cop. If you ain't on no motherfucking, raising Cain and shit, like, y'all ain't got that type of mother-son duo, man. I think that she should have turned this little stupid ass in. On some real shit. She should have locked his ass up for that. Cause now look at the position that she in. Look at the position that he put her in. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how that shit could be respected at all on any type of level, man. I don't understand how that could, you know what I'm saying? Why would you put your mother in that position, bro? Now your ass locked up. She probably locked up or gonna lose her. You probably gonna be expecting her to be sending you some commissary and shit like that while you locked in there. Cause I know you ain't gonna have no broad. Ain't no female fucking with no stupid ass nigga like you. That was the dumbest shit I ever heard, man.
Get this straight. This little nigga had a gun charge that he was going to court to fight that day. He brought another gun with him to the courthouse, gets out the car, and shoots at some niggas that he got a problem with, and then his mom drives him away. Now, I know the obvious here is that Jennifer was supposed to have immediately turned her son in, but this is her son, and this is a very, very messed up situation. But watching a little bit about her character, how she speaks, and the things that she was doing, lets me believe that she got caught up in a bad situation, and that her son is her biggest fucking hater. Because guess what? As a mom, she possibly didn't know that her son was in a gang. Did she know that he was actually going to have a shootout in front of a courthouse and get into her car right after? I don't think she knew that. I really don't.
Nah,
but that doesn't
no
help the situation overall.
But she should have locked his ass up.
These
man.
little motherfuckers.
And then just sent
by
his
little
ass
motherfuckers,
money
I mean
and
these
shit,
little gang members running
commissary and all
around
that.
New York City that's terrorizing and doing all types of shit for the name or whatever it is they think they repping or banging. They don't understand true consequence. Oh, he's gonna get it. And not only is he gonna get it, his mom is gonna get it too, because they have already terminated her. She was making upwards to $138,000 a year. Now, living in New York, that's like $10 an hour. I mean, you damn near can't survive. You gotta have 3 jobs making $100,000 a year in order to be okay living in New York City. But now look at the position you've put your moms in, bro. Look at that. And his dad. Now, if they were any way compliant, then they deserve everything that they about to get. But the way his mother speaks, the stuff that she was into, lets me believe that she didn't have much control over him, but he didn't give a fuck about what she had going on either. And that's the unfortunate situation. Something that could be so close to home and so far apart. You know what I'm saying? Like you living in a house with the police and you doing all types of crazy shit. You gang banging, shooting at people, catching gun charges. And he might have thought he could have operated due to his mother's status or who she was. But now you done caused your family a very, very, very traumatic experience that they gonna have to go through. Because they gonna have to pay to fight. They already done lost their jobs. And now you get to be put into the books, right? Now you done probably got your rank up or got your status up. But let's listen to the end of this report, and then we'll come back with more thoughts regarding this idiot.
Prior to entering to the courthouse, she's in front of this courthouse for about a good approximately 5 minutes.
The city of Mount Vernon issuing a statement saying, effective immediately, the city of Mount Vernon has terminated Jennifer Lackard's employment. The allegations are unrelated to her duties and do not stem from any conduct associated with the department. Lackard appointed Deputy Commissioner of Wellness for the city in 2020 during the George Floyd protest and has been lauded for her advocacy work with reentry programs, serving 2 terms on Community Board 9 in the Bronx.
Ms. Lackard has for 20 years.
I feel sorry for this lady, man. That's fucked up, man, that kid did that. And you know what it is, man? And with a lot of black women, they go to hell for their sons, man. They go to hell for their sons, and that's, you know, it's a good and a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers don't handle that shit with care. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do no shit like that to your mother. Like, that's crazy. I think this nigga should get put off the set and all that, man. Like, nigga, you did some bullshit. You know what I mean? Or niggas should fuck him up when he get in there. Cause I know that shit wasn't that serious, man. Where you had to ruin your mom's and your pop's life to jump out and shoot some motherfuckers while you going to court for a gun case. You know what I'm saying? Your parents is bringing you to court and you put them in that position. That's crazy. How y'all feel about that though, man? Y'all jump in the comments, man. Let me know. Am I bugging? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I just feeling like this because I'm an old head now? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But even when I was young, no, I wouldn't have did no shit like this. Like, hell no.
Dedicated her professional life to the health and healing of impacted communities.
Again, this afternoon, Jennifer Lackert pleading not guilty to this indictment. Her attorney did not speak after court, but in court says that the picture painted by prosecutors is completely different than her life and her career. Bail was set at $75,000, and she'll be back in court in September. Reporting live in the Melrose section of the Bronx, Darla Miles, Channel 7.
Now, she pled not guilty, which means she got to tell on her son. Yeah, you got to do like Queso Dad did. You got to tell. You got to tell. See, watching this, seeing her character, seeing the position that she had within the Mount Vernon Police Department and all the advocacy she was doing with the reentry programs for people who are incarcerated, coming back into society, all of the stuff that she was working for, it tells me a lot about who we could perceive who she is. A person that was trying to do better in her community. She still lived in that community because she lived in the Soundview area. And if you know anything about Soundview, that shit ain't no joke. It's never been, and I don't know if it's ever going to get better. I don't know if Soundview is an area you could ever gentrify, ever could change, because the mindset is still there. But you got your moms, bro. You got your moms in a bad situation. Now, you know, she has to put herself in a space where she basically has to detach herself from you, and she basically has to tell on you. And he's possibly going to look at that shit as dishonorable because he in the streets on that dumbass stuff, standing on whatever he think he's standing on.
Nah, but what he need to do is see if he don't have to put his moms in that position. You know what I'm saying? He need to tell his moms, listen, if you could restore yourself back on his force and all that, man. He the one that did the dumb shit. They on surveillance camera and all types of other shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he could go to trial and win. Or whatever, even if he could, bro, he fucked up his parents' life. You know what I mean? So he need to sacrifice. He got to fall on the sword. Sacrifice yourself. Or if he don't sacrifice himself, if his moms had to do that, man, listen, man, that's her son. She a motherfucking, not a civilian, but a police officer. So that's what she do any motherfucking way. If the greater good is to do that, then fuck it. Because I mean, if anybody look at that as something dishonorable, man, then the minds of our people is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because, come on, bro. Look what this little nigga did. Let's get back into it.
And he's going to go to jail for a long time. Trust and believe. You have a shootout around a courthouse, and there's schools around there and all types of shit, and it's a residential area, it's going to be bad. But overall, this situation has garnered a lot of attention. Charlemagne has given this woman and her son Donkey of the Day.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, August 5th is going to a whole family. Yes, a man, a woman, and child. A husband, a mother, a son. Okay, the family is the Lackerts. All right, Mount Vernon Deputy Police Commissioner Jennifer Lackert, who is 49. Her husband, James Lackert, and their 20-year-old son, Chase Lackert. Yes, today's hee-haw is a family pack, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's a lot of judgment coming out about this woman. Now, Jennifer, she made a game time decision. And I can't say that I wouldn't have made the same decision if my son would have did some shit right then and there like that. But y'all got to tell me what y'all think. Because even though you got to save your kids, man, sometimes they might be your worst enemies. And that's a tough thing to hear because she the one that brought him into this world. But he's also the person that could take her out in a sense. Think about if she gets convicted of this. Her career in law enforcement is completely shot. It's done. It's over. Even to be alleged, even if she's to beat the charge, nobody's going to hire her. Nobody's going to hire her. That shit is real politics. Real political. But y'all tell me what y'all think. I mean, did Jennifer Lackert do the right thing by getting her son out of a bad situation? Or...
And I think when she fucked up at, even if she got him off the scene, I would have locked his ass up. I would have locked him up, man. Because to do something like, unless she's scared of him, because, you know, some motherfuckers be scared of their kids and all types of shit like that. But for him to do that is just like, you know, that's the highest form of disrespect, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then what if you'll do that shit there, then you'll do it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So he the type of motherfucker that he'll catch a nigga with his kids, or he'll catch a motherfucker if they got their baby, or when they with their mom and parents and shit like that, and still do what he do. He a different type of motherfucker, man. That's what you call the slime ball right there. And Y'all jump in the comment section, tell me what y'all think about that, man. Like, share, subscribe, let's vibe. You already know what it is. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Fetty Lotto, GNN. We out here.
I want you to stand up tall.
The name of all the real niggas.
I want you to speak up clear and loud.
Respectfully, the most honorable YB Double M. Lotto.
Brown baby.
Gunshots in the dark at me. Discrimination cause my head nappy. Call me a thug cause I'm tatted up. Now your actions justify when them slugs clap me. I think it's a war on the black race. Why every criminal they show got a black face? And every hero they show gotta be pale. Is it me or y'all got the wrong niggas for crimes against humanity? Of course we out here acting up. They slaughtered our elders and told the babies they from Africa. We screaming Black Lives Matter, they do. Well nigga, Black Lives Matter to who? Cause they don't matter to you. You know the owner of that movement, a Jew. And Nick Cannon got canceled just for speaking the truth. True, y'all think money bring power, it don't. Unity bring power, then we take what they owe. Y'all think money bring power, it don't. Unity bring power, then we take what they owe.